I was born on the 18th of March 1918 in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. I went to Sydney University after Crown Street Commercial School after I graduated from Ford Street High School. I did my first year at Sydney Hospital, second year at Prince Henry Hospital, and third year at Royal Hospital for Women in Paddington. Vastly different from today. Those days, compared with today, it was primitive. All we had was a stethoscope, a sphygmomanometer, a urine test, and maybe a blood test for sugar, and a thermometer. I certainly did. The interesting ones are show business people. My practice happened to be opposite the Chevron Hotel, where most of the show business people stayed. And I became known as a show business doctor because I was convenient and I was always on call. I always attended and did a house call at all hours. I did minor surgery at 3 a.m. in the morning, stitching up cuts and bruises of people who in altercations had cuts and bruises. The main changes, quite obvious to me, was in advances in technology. As I said, we got so many useful scientific instruments to help us form a diagnosis. And also with the advent of new therapy came the age of penicillin for the first time during the war years. People died with pneumonia the old days. Today we resuscitate them just by using the correct antibiotic. That was the era of the introduction of antibiotics during the war years. I found that the Doctors' Health Fund was a fund begun by the doctors themselves and run by the doctors, and was a tightly knit group amongst people who concentrated and knew much more about their ill patients than amongst the general population. I think the most important thing was service. Whenever I had the occasion to use the assistance of the Doctors' Health Fund, they were right at my fingertips. Service was excellent. Very important, because the concentration would be looking after the patients and not worrying about the dividends payable to shareholders. It does. When natural therapies became very much in vogue about 15, 20 years ago, I took interest in natural therapies such as acupuncture and Chinese drugs. I thought there would be something in it. So I went back to China and took a course in natural therapies and acupuncture. And gradually, as time went on, my faith in healing powers gradually diminished. I felt half of it was psychotherapy and half possibly helpful, but not to the extent of modern medicine.